So this tutorial is aimed at optometrists, and we're going to create a patient record event, fill it in, do an eye test basically. So we'll start from the diary page today, and we've got patients in. I'm going to go with this one called Liam, and effectively what we can see there, it automatically, because you're an optometrist, it will go to the eRecords tab. If you're not an optometrist, it will go to the contact tab, and you'll have to click eRecords. At the top it shows you the previous event, so you can click through those if you want to see what's gone on in the past. You can of course click add record, and it will give you a new blank site test or one of your templates if you've set templates up. If you haven't set templates and hints up, check out the tutorial in the forum. It's very good and it will speed you up. Or actually, if most of this information is likely to be the same, we can click replicate, and that will replicate the previous eye test to today's date. And then we can just change the bits that have changed. So for example, the patient now tells us they're diabetic. I'm going to put diabetic. I've got a shortcut button, a hint, we call them. Again, tutorial will tell you how to set those up. And this effectively is saying, yes, they're diabetic. Let's say that they're type 2. So they're on screening, they're on metformin, it's a good control. No medications, let's pop other in there. Save that, it'll update your record straight away. A couple of notes on actually adding these lines. So, well, let's do it in the history. So, routine checkup, no symptoms, not working, non-driver. Maybe they're a driver now. There we go. Up here I can pop in something about the glasses. Let's say they've come for they wear glasses for distance, and let's say distance and reading is worse. Okay, I'm clicking these, it puts it on a new line. There's a subtle difference between clicking with the right button, clicking with the left button. Okay, clicking with the left button adds it to a new line. Let's delete all of those, and let's delete that as well. Actually, if I were to click wears glasses for distance and then right click on one of the hints, it'll add it to the same line. So you can quickly build up a picture realistically. Wears glasses for near, glasses badly scratched, GP referral, new line. Okay, hopefully that's easy. If you change your mind and want to delete all of this, you can do it. It's your record, and you can do it today. Click delete, and you can delete the whole thing. Okay. Working down, we've got health here, right and left. If we decide actually they've got cataract now, NS, or use one of your hints again under here, nuclear sclerosis, there we go. You can, if you want it on the left eye as well, you can click this copy to left eye button, and whatever you've written in that side will copy across, nice and easy. Also, we've got some bits at the bottom about examination type, so obviously click towards the end, don't be up there, click towards the end. Examination by, slit lamp involved lens, OCT, fundus camera. Yep, nice and easy, and it pops that information again. Again, if you want it in both eyes, click it across, and it will go across. Okay, advice at the end, we kind of split this into refraction advice, health advice, and referral advice. So you can put speed NV, concentration work. Under health, you can say that you've given him dry eye advice and recommended an eye bag, and referral, CGP if headaches continue, etc. Nice and easy. Okay, and what we've got next? Notes. Notes are for other things that we haven't got a box for really. So in here you'll often put whether they've given you consent to do something, or we could put in that they've taken some drops. Let's do that. Both eyes, time now, XPBN. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be there. XPBN, and I'm giving them an information leaflet that we've got in stock. Nice and easy. On that note, what we've done in some of the practices is we've set up a text message that links to an information page. So for example, if you're going to give them information on dry eye drops, tropicamide, cyclopentolate, etc., you could set up a text message shortcut there's a tutorial on that, and then effectively in your comms section above, which is here in your comms, you could effectively just click the shortcut button and it will send them the information, and while they're sat in your chair you're going to hear beep 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 as it goes through. Okay, so then we've got our refraction column. Okay, it's telling us here that the last RX was 075 right and left. On that note, we might just jump across to the clinical data module and put some more data in here, because possibly before they came into you, they've done a pre-screen, or maybe you've done some sort of pre-screen tests and you want some data. So let's pop into here, and under this refraction panel here, and let's put in that they're wearing some reading glasses that you've measured. There we go. And save that as reading glasses and for symmetry. And you know what, why don't we put an ultra-refractor reading in as well. And save that as the ultra-refractor. So now we've got this today's date, and we've got a +1 reading glasses for symmetry, and we've got an ultra-refractor of -1025 sil. Okay, actually, well, I've left my DS in, but I'm sure you can cope with that. If we go back to the eRecords tab, you can click the date again just to refresh and bring that information in. And now we've got that cascading down here, so it's obviously starting to tell a story. We can click on any of these up arrows. We've got a refraction panel at the top which we can open and close using this refraction button here, and if we want to put one of these results in there, probably best to start with the last RX. Click the button there, it's going to put it up into this refraction box. You could then do habitual VAs, because that's what they're wearing at the moment. Save that as habitual, and again in this column we've now got a habitual VA. You can do the same for subjective, whatever you want. When you're ready, right at the end you're going to click handover, and what that will do, it's got the date, it will default to today's date obviously. If you're NHS it will tell you to put a code in. You can put your recall in, however many months you're doing. It will default to you, as in your name. Pre-reg, if you've got one, you can put in there if it's not you doing it, but your pre-reg doing it. Recommendation. Notes, if you want to put some notes. Also, there's a reason for early site code. So if you've got AMD and monitoring it, pop it in there, and then you know next time the patient comes in, that's why you did that. What you're going to suggest, reading glasses probably on this one, any coatings, etc. You can confirm any benefits here, so if actually it transpires during the eye test the patient's on universal credit and we didn't pick that up when they arrived, you can do that there. Click save, and that will create a handover at the bottom. It's in a red box, and that effectively is the prescription that this eye test has now been given. Okay, if you go to your prescription tab, you might need to right click and refresh it. It will have today's eye test there. If you need to edit it, you can do it in the refraction panel in the eRecord tab, or you can just click edit here and edit what you need to edit. And it will update in your prescription tab. Also, if you've made a mistake and just need to delete it, you can delete it there as well. Let's go back to your eRecord. So that's nice and easy, refraction data, all that sort of thing. If you want VAs only, what I suggest you do, delete everything in your refraction panel, and just pop in your, we just do a couple of here. Right, save as vision. It will pop that right at the top under your last prescription, vision there without any refraction data. On the right hand column, binocular, I think is self-explanatory realistically, and you've got supplementary as well. Again, I think pretty self-explanatory. When it comes to doing some sort of referral, we've got some templates on the system, and the templates will pull in the patient name, GP details potentially, also some of the data from your eye exam. So they're going to pull in today's prescription, any pressures that were done. In fact, let's put some pressures in first. Let's go back to that clinical admin and let's put some pressures in for today. If, by the way, you go over an average of 24, you can change your method here, by the way, if you want to. That's averaged at 24. Let's do one that's much higher then. So 30, 29, that. Add that. These both come up from a list in time order, so if you want to look at a patient that's been to you for many years, you can flick to this clinical data, flick through it. Today, though, it will put those on your record. So refresh that, and there's your IOPs. Anything that's kind of a bit dodgy, so it's gone amber here because the patient's got a difference of pressures sort of thing here between the eyes, and it's over 24, it will highlight it red for you to kind of give you that heads up. So yeah, letters. So if we click add, you've basically got down the side here an EGOS 18, and you can set your own templates up in media admin. So some opticians will have them for diabetic monitoring schemes, OHTMS, etc, etc. EGOS is the one that most people use all the time. Click add on that, and now you've got a letter. To view it, that will generate your PDF, but if you click on the actual EGOS 18 button now, you can put your letter in there, dear GP, etc, etc. It's got the standard boxes that are on the form, information only, cataracts, cornea, whatever you want. Put your pressures in, put your CD ratios in, whatever, save changes. If you click view, it will generate a PDF. You can then print that, or you can save it and send it somewhere fundamentally. One thing I didn't mention before is that in that clinical data you can also upload images. You can upload fields, referral letters, as in coming back to you, OCT images, fundus images, anything you can think of realistically. If you use this upload now button, I will just add that actually that this is a premium feature, so if you're on the free community edition you can't upload images. You can then drag them into this box here, or I can literally click it and select them. They'll upload to there, close and refresh, and they'll now appear here. You don't have to classify them, but if you do, they'll pop up somewhere in your record. So if I click on known, and that is my left fundus, and that one there is my right fundus. There we go. And if I then go back to the eRecord, again, remember to refresh it using the date button. Down here in my health record, I've got my images here. Okay, so you can click one of those, up it'll pop, and if you click the other one, that will pop up. If you right click on the left eye image, they'll both pop up together. Okay, scroll down slightly and you've got little thumbnails. Because this patient here has been to us before, it's showing the ones from 2019. So I can click the left button to put it on the left side, the right button to put it on the right hand side. So say I want to compare the two images from 2019 to today of the right eye. I can right click on the image of the 2019 right eye, and it will show me the difference between the two images, and you can see obviously a difference. If that makes sense. Scroll down, you get the image bigger and allows you to kind of look more in depth, etc. They'll save to your records, so once you've added them, they'll always be there. As I say, you can do the same with fields and various other data points realistically. Now I'm just trying to think, is there anything else useful you might want to know? What is quite useful, so say this patient needs a fields and you've done it today and then you need to repeat it, you can put little tags on your record. So if I click record admin at the bottom here, and then I click repeat tests, I'm assuming you would book them in for an appointment and they're going to come back next Thursday, but what if they don't come back and then you want to check on the progress? The fact that we've clicked repeat test, that will stay down here. It'll also pop it in your notes box here, so it puts repeat tests, and if you want to put something, so you know, missed a few points, may refer. Okay, that's there for you to refer back to at some point. Go back to the eRecord, refresh that, there you go, that information's there for you. Now that will stay on your radar, because this little people box on the right hand side here, if you click that, not only does it show you previous activity, so the fact we created a record earlier, that stamped it here and it shows you, I think, your last 10 things you did. But these things at the top here, so the repeat test for this patient will stay here until you turn it off, and only you can turn it off, so another optom can't turn that off, so it sits there ready for you to check. So you can check that every morning and see what's going on, and when you're ready and you're happy the field has been done, go back into the record, click this repeat test box, and that will turn green, and it's happy, it's all done, it's all dusted. So I think that's most of the overview. Obviously you've got eye exams, you've also got contact lens prescriptions, you've got potentially MECs or pairs or Qs, types of records. You've got your hints and tips templates, which you must look at because that is really useful. Just thinking actually, one more thing that's semi-useful. Say you've got to draw something. You've got a few templates here. So that patient, as we know, has got a few hemorrhages at the back of the eye. So we could physically draw those if we've not got a fundus picture. Save them as the right eye there. And again, it's going to pop it into here. And we can click it and we can later view that and compare images, etc. I think that pretty much sums up everything from the eye test record. So if you've got any questions on that, if you put them in the forum, and we can answer any of those. But thank you so much for listening, and hope you have fun with that.